Hello guys, and welcome to the second episode of my South Sinai and Golden Triangle series. This episode in Cairo, Egypt covers some of the most interesting touristic sites such as the Memphis, Saqqara, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Sphinx, as well as Khan El Khalili Bazaar. Hope you enjoyed this video. So I've just arrived in Memphis and I'm going to meet a very professional guide who has been in the industry for the last 25 years, and prior to that he's one of the most renowned archaeologists here in Egypt. So let me introduce you to him.
Hi.
Hi Hussam.
Hi, how are you?
Good, all right.
I'm good. What about you? Everything's
Good, all right, very good.
It's a little bit hot today. Welcome to Memphis. But not Memphis, Tennessee, by the way. Egyptian Memphis. Memphis, Egyptian name was Men-Nefer. But Memphis is Greek's name. Men-Nefer is the ancient capital of Egypt when Egypt united to be one country. Because Egypt was two countries before. I'm talking about 3100 BC, 5100 years ago. Egypt got fighting or war between the two countries, north and south. Southern people won the war and they founded Egypt as one country, or they made the foundation of the Pharaoh's era, 5100 years ago. Memphis, the capital, till the end of what we call it Old Kingdom. Memphis as open air museum. What you can see behind me is the second Great Sphinx in Egypt, because the first greatest Sphinx at Giza, but this is the biggest statue made out of alabaster. Alabaster is so like marble, but Egyptian marble. A lot of statues around us came out of excavation. The head in the front of you, this is a statue of goddess, her name, Goddess Hathor, cow goddess, goddess of life. Maybe in India, they got the idea, that's why they consider the cow as a holy animal. Egyptian considers the cow as holy animal as well, like Hindus in India. The round head statue, God Betah, the god of craftsmen and god of the artists. Okay, look at this. This is a statue with the name of Ramses II written on. But it does not belong to Ramses, because as figure of art, this is back to Middle Kingdom.
Presenting somebody else.
Yes, exactly. Sen-Osir II, 4,000 years old. 750 years early than Ramses. That's it.
So that means when Ramses came,
He
was
reused
signing everything by his name.
statues with his name, and his son made it for him.
Very smart.
Yeah, sure.
This is gonna be few words for my Polish friends. Słuchajcie, bardzo ciekawe miejsce. To jest muzeum pod otwartym niebem i najstarsze miejsce z takich antycznych miejsc w Kairze właściwie, ponieważ tutaj mieściła się pierwsza stolica w starożytności. Zostały tutaj wspaniałe kawałki monumentów lub nawet całe, których nie zobaczycie w innych miejscach. A świadomość, że chodzimy tutaj po takim otwartym muzeum wśród tych zabytków, w najstarszym miejscu, jest czymś niesamowitym.
This is the biggest statue they found for Ramses II. 12 meters length, the original height. Made out of one single piece of limestone. His name written everywhere. Actually lost 2 meters, feet and the part from the crown. And they found it here. And they couldn't move it. That's why they built museum around it to keep it well preserved away from the sun, as what you can see.
So here I am at Saqqara, and let me show you around.
The area here, call it Saqqara. Saqqara derives from a god's name. The god's name, his name is Saqqara. Saqqara, he is the god of the death in ancient Egypt. This is the entrance of the area. The area got enclosure walls, more than 200 meters by about 150 meters. The corridor is 42 rooms, column imitating to papyrus, reed column, made out of stone, like papyrus, reeds, column, with 42 rooms. In each room there was one single god statue.
So where are they now, the statues?
Nowhere,
Okay.
no one knows. We found nothing here. And this area, one of the biggest graveyard in Egypt, more than 2,000 graves. And the tombs here, the majority of them covering old kingdom. Old kingdom meaning from 1st to 6th dynasty. What we can see inside the corridor was 42 rooms, and at the end of the corridor, open court with the 6 steps pyramid. The early pyramid built in Egypt. This is the one, Zoser pyramid. King Zoser, 3rd dynasty, 4,700 years old. The oldest pyramid in the whole world. The early building built out of stone in ancient Egypt and in the whole world. To the right, we have temples. If you take a look, 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock over there. 2 temples, one for north and one for south. Northern temple and southern temple.
W sezonie letnim nie ma tutaj tak wielu turystów jak przy Wielkich Piramidach w Gizie. Także zwiedzanie jest bardzo przyjemne, można mnóstwo zdjęć zrobić, nie ma tłumu i zwiedzanie to naprawdę sama przyjemność. A teraz coś dla wielbicieli kotów. W starożytnym Egipcie czczono koty. Taką bardzo słynną boginią była bogini Bastet, tak się nazywała. A tutaj w tym miejscu za mną, pod tą górą, odnaleziono tysiące mumii kotów. Niestety nie można ich oglądać, ale można zobaczyć, jak to miejsce właśnie wyglądało.
So I now move towards the Giza plateau to see the famous pyramids and the Sphinx. So here we are at the Giza plateau, and to see the most famous pyramids which you can see in the background. And I'll let Hossam explain to us more of this.
Yeah, that's right. Giza Plateau is a very important building and the highest building till 19th century in the world, till they built the skyscraper in America. This is 146 meters high, 230 meters by 230 meters. Cheops pyramid, the famous pyramids in the world, one of the 7 wonders of the world. This is great building, 2.5 million piece of stone, from 1 ton to 10 tons, very big. These people built this pyramid in about 20 years work to be eternal life house of the king Cheops. Cheops as a king, during his life, he is one as son of the god. And after he died, he is turning to be a god himself. The pyramid, as what you can see, it's fantastic, amazing building.
finally we reached the Great Pyramids of Giza, one of the 7 wonders in the world. You cannot climb up the pyramids these days, but you can do the skydiving. Jedno z najsłynniejszych miejsc, którego nie można ominąć, będąc na wycieczce w Kairze. Wrażenia niezapomniane.
So we made a stop here for a panoramic view of the 3 pyramids, and it's amazingly hot today outside, so we have been walking a lot outdoors, so we've decided now just to sit in this air-conditioned car and have a view from here while Hussam, our archaeologist, will give you a brief history about the pyramids. And I'd also like to introduce to you Fatih. Fatih, this is one of the best drivers you can find here in Egypt, and well, let's hear now from Hussam what he has to say about the pyramids.
Okay, my friends, now we are by the panorama. In the panoramic view, we can see 3 pyramids and 3 small pyramids, 6 pyramids. Wow. Left to the right, first one left, Cheops, the biggest one. Second one Khafre, and the third one Mykerinos, and 3 more small for Mykerinos' wife. Meaning you can see 6 pyramids from this point. Cheops, the biggest one, 146 meters high. Khafre, the second one, 143 meters high, and Mykerinos 75 meters high. And in the front of Cheops, at the other side, we have 3 more small pyramids as well. By the way, all these 9 pyramids, Cheops, Khafre, and Mykerinos, 3 for Cheops family and 3 for Mykerinos family, built during 4th dynasty Old Kingdom, meaning about 4,600 years ago built. Can you imagine the human building that time still up till today in good condition as what you can see? If you like to go inside a pyramid, you will enjoy the construction. Actually nothing written inside, no painting, nothing to see inside, only the construction and the feeling of the building, how did they do in ancient time.
I don't know how many times I've been here, but I always like coming and staying for a while in front of Great Pyramids. There is a kind of special energy here and makes person calm inside. The landscape is like a combination of 2 places, Giza plateau with Great Pyramids and the city of Cairo down there. This is so beautiful and amazing thing to admire.
So definitely you cannot miss this wonder of the world, guys. If you're here in Egypt, you need to come here and enjoy this sight. Even what I show you on video cannot express the feeling, as Maggie said, the sense of, it's a different set of a feeling you get, the energy, as she said, it's totally different. So when you come to Cairo, you need to definitely come and visit here and enjoy the scene with all the 3 pyramids and spend some time here.
To jedno z wyjątkowych miejsc, gdzie można zobaczyć połączenie 2 różnych światów. Świat starożytny piramid, a w dole miasto Kair, wielu budynków i wieżowców. Miejsce wyjątkowe. Na pewno każdy z Was musi się tu pojawić.
So I've made a quick stop here for yet another very important place to see the Sphinx in the background. And I'll ask Hussam to explain more about it.
Okay, my friends, now you can see Sphinx. Sphinx is the biggest statue in the world. We can say biggest statue in Egypt, okay, no problem. And the biggest Sphinx in Egypt, 57 meters length, 20 meters high, 7 meters wide. Lion's body mentioned to the strength of the lion, and the human's head mentioned to wisdom and intelligence of the man. But what's the Sphinx? The name in hieroglyphic, Seshib Ankh. Seshib Ankh meaning the life statue or the living statue, the one who is life and the one who was taking care of the royal pyramids.
So after a grand tour of the Giza plateau and after viewing those fantastic 3 pyramids, it's time for lunch, and I'm now here at this restaurant called the Andrea Cristo. It's a very authentic Egyptian restaurant, so I just thought of trying some very authentic cuisine here in Cairo. And as you can see in the background from the restaurant itself, The restaurant is in front of me, and you can have beautiful views of the pyramids. They also have the sitting space on top on the terrace, so you can have lunch, you can have sisha, and also enjoy the views. So well, lunch served, and this is the local Egyptian bread called bita bread or baladi, made of wheat and corn. And here we have some vegetarian dishes, eggplant and some local tahini and some pickle. And this is a seafood plate with calamari, rice and shrimp and grilled sea bass. After a great lunch, it's time for some Egyptian tea with mint.
تيجي تشوف كده يا استاذ عندي كل حاجه
So this is Sultan Barkuk Mosque from the 16th century. So well, that was end of a great tour here in Cairo, and I hope you enjoyed it with us. So I'll be driving now to St. Catherine, which is around 480 kilometers drive. It's a long drive, and then doing a hiking at midnight to Mount Sinai for the sunrise. And well, Maggie cannot join us over there because she has got other commitments here. So thanks Maggie for joining on this excellent tour.
Thank you for inviting me. It was really a pleasure to spend all this day with you, and I hope everyone who is watching also enjoyed the trip today. So please subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode.
So guys, yes, I'll see you back soon on the next episode.